We hold these truths to be self evident that all men are created equal.
No one is born hating other person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes naturally to human heart than hatred.
Racism can take many forms and can happen in several places. It includes prejudice, discrimination, and hatred directed at someone because of his color, ethnicity, or place of origin. Racism is more than just words, beliefs, and actions. It includes all the barriers that strips people of their dignity and right to equality. Quoting Michelle Obama, race and racism is a reality that so many of us grow up learning to just deal with. But if we ever hope to move past it, it can't just be on people of color to deal with it. It is up to all of us, black, white, everyone, no matter how well meaning we think we might be, to do the honest, uncomfortable work of rooting it out.
To bring about change, one must not be afraid to take the first step. We will fail when we fail to try. It is not our differences that divide us. It is our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. Charity begins at home. The name calling culture is very much prevalent till date, and it hurt the sentiments of our friends coming from different parts of India, like the Northeast or the South. All this is just because of physical appearance? Pity, right?
25th May 2020. George Floyd, a 46-year-old black American man, was killed in Minneapolis, Minnesota, during an arrest for allegedly using a counterfeit bill. Derek Chauvin, white policeman, knelt on Floyd's neck for about 8 to 9 minutes, while Floyd was handcuffed and lying face down, begging for his life and repeatedly saying, "I can't breathe." But the plead was not enough, and the white police officer killed him. This was followed by a huge protest that stirred up the entire world.
In a recent interview with the magazine, Priyanka Chopra, one of the phenomenal Indian actress and Miss World 2000, shared how she lost a Hollywood film because she was brown, despite being an amazing actor. Not to mention, the Bollywood film industry helps feed the obsession with fair skin. Several Bollywood actors have protested against racism, but all sorts of protests, tweets, Instagram stories, Facebook posts mean nothing until we become the change that we want to see. We all know about these, but we refuse to act. Now is not the time to sit back or shy away. Now is the time to act. Act responsibly.
We cannot even start on the ridiculous fairness cream advertisements that influences the general masses to believe that having a lighter skin color leads to success. Self-worth is much more than fairness scale as shown on television. Having a filter for fair options on matrimonial website is despicable. Never let yourself believe that you are inferior to someone just for the way you look. We are, but ultimately, humans. All body types are beautiful, all shades of brown beautiful. We stand in solidarity, whatever one's skin color or body type may be. We are one for all, and all for one.
In 2018, the Indian government banned 14 racial stereotype products after they were found containing certain steroids used for their manufacture. It is toxic of thinking to change one's skin color both physically and emotionally. Recently, in Feb 2020, the Health Ministry proposed 5-year imprisonment and ban for promoting such products that make false promises through their advertisements. None of us alone can change the nation or the world, but each of us can make a positive difference if we commit to do so.
An end to fairness products and advertisements or protesting via stories and tweets may not magically put an end to the inherent racism that plagues the society. It continues to be a long and exhausting fight. Let us all start by not being a part of the name calling culture and respecting everyone. Let us hence be the generation to break free from these narrow borders set up by the inhumane and outdated beliefs. For we are the world and the virtues that uphold humanity.
But there is something that I must say to my people who stand on the warm threshold which leads into the palace of justice. In the process of gaining our rightful place, we must not be guilty of wrongful deeds. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred.